My name is Brian McDonald, and I've been umpiring the McIntyre team race at Stanford for over 10 years. Here's an old picture of me and the St. Mary's coach, Adam Warblow. Here's a picture of the 1991 winning team, Charleston. Back then, Stanford didn't have a multi-million-dollar boathouse. Nope, they had a trailer, and their boats lived outside. Here's a picture of Mark Ivey and the St. Mary's team. The St. Mary's team included a young hotshot named Anthony Couton, who, by the way, perfected the 4-5 gap better than anyone I've ever seen on the water. Anthony took incredible pleasure absolutely terrorizing sixth place with every move in the book, pushing him further and further back to epic proportions. Coach back then was a very young Steve Bordeaux. I like to think of the McIntyre as the original collegiate team race on the first weekend of March. Today, there are team races all over the nation on the first weekend of March, but few enjoy the warm weather California provides. During the skipper's meeting of the McIntyre, I usually go over the protest procedure. This takes about 5 minutes, and I find if I don't go over it, people will be prone to make procedural errors in the filing procedure. The above is the explanation of the procedure from the sailing instructions. This year, we tried a fundamentally simpler procedure. It's called the single flag procedure. Here's how it works.
Protest.
Want to see it again?
Protest.
I'm not sure who wouldn't be a fan of a fundamental simplification for this procedure other than an amazing cowhand or a Midwest grizzly bear. Let's compare the old process to the new process. Here's the new process. And here's the old process. In the old process, you needed to say protest. Then you needed to wait to see if the protest boat took a penalty or not. If not, you may ask the umpires for a decision by hailing umpire and raising an arm overhead with a hand open in college sailing. The challenge with the old process was if you didn't wait long enough between hailing a protest and umpire, this would be deemed by the umpires to be an invalid protest procedure. Team Race Call M2 gives instructions for when a competitor fails to follow the correct procedure. Signal no penalty. And if you waited too long between hailing protest and umpire, there was disagreement among umpires as to what to do. Was this an invalid filing procedure, deserving a green flag, or should the umpire signal a decision? It should be noted that competitors, even at the World Championship level, were susceptible to making procedural errors in the protest procedure.
Protest.
Okay, here's the simpler procedure again. I'm thrilled to tell you that we did not have a single instance of an invalid filing procedure for over 70 races this weekend.
Protest.
Again, other than an amazing cowhand or a Midwest grizzly bear, who would not be a fan of a fundamentally simpler procedure? Far be it for me to be the only one talking about this. Let's hear what the competitors thought about using this simpler procedure. Stanford won the event this weekend, and here's one of their skippers. Okay, what's your name?
Oliver Rioloma.
And what school are you from?
From Stanford.
How'd it go this weekend?
It went well, had its ups and downs, but it came together at the end and came out on top.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, so we did a little bit different protest filing procedure with the umpires. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so just simple one flag, raise your hand, call protest, and then leave the rest up to the jury. And that kind of simplifies it. I mean, personally, I felt it let me just kind of get the protest out of with, and then I can just get on with my race and then wait for the call.
Cool.
Felt simple, and it was effective. Well,
Nice. Well, thanks for your input.
thank you.
I liked how he said, it let me just get on with my race. So what's your name?
Cole Davis.
Yeah. And you're the national champion in what?
The college boat sailing.
Sloops?
No, big boats.
Big boats.
Maybe
Nice.
44s.
Cool. Well, congratulations. That's cool. Hey, so you guys are team racing this weekend, right?
Yep.
Do we use a different protest procedure?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little different than the previous one, but just hand up and yell protest. It seems to make sense,
Yeah.
as long as you're loud enough.
Can you give me a demo? How do you do it?
Protest?
Yeah. So is it pretty simple?
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Nice. Cool. Thanks, man.
Yep.
See you, bye.
This competitor couldn't really describe why she did not like the old protest procedure, but it seems she likes the new procedure better.
What's your name?
Blair Johnston.
Yeah, what school are you with?
UC Irvine?
And do we use a different protest procedure this weekend?
We did.
Yeah, was it simpler?
I liked it better, yeah, because
Yeah, yeah.
everything was right on the spot, so there's no confusion between boats.
Nice. How'd it go out there today?
It was rough. It
Yeah.
was rough for us because we're not used to sailing in wind because we're from Newport.
Yeah.
And our max speed of wind is usually 6 knots. So,
Cool.
but it was fun.
Cool. Well, thank you. See ya.
Just for the record, I didn't ask the sailor to take his shirt off.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Abe Brock-Crable from
Yep.
USC Sailing Team.
Nice. So we use a different protest procedure this weekend?
Yeah, we went with a single flag system. I felt
Yeah.
it was more efficient and effective. Things were decided quicker, and we didn't have to carry around any flags with us on ourselves or anything like that. And decisions were made, very quickly, and I think it worked out really well.
Yeah, was it? You think it was simpler?
I think it was much simpler. Yeah, I think it was easier to understand, and only an open hand and everything. The procedure is really simple and easy to use. So.
Has it ever screwed up with you with the old system?
Yeah. I mean, it is because it's not as coherent. It's not as it's harder to do. It takes some time. It's more thought involved and whatnot. And just like a simple hand raise is really all that you should need. So
Cool.
I think it makes sense finally.
Nice. How'd the sailing go today?
Sailing went pretty well.
Cool.
Pretty well. Learned a lot of stuff about the rules and whatnot. Had a
Nice.
couple incidents. Had some talks with the umpires. But yeah, the sailing went well.
Cool.
It's great up here.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you.
And also, for the record, all those talks with the umpires were without any expletives.
Okay, what's your name?
Frank Eustache.
And what are you doing here, Frank?
I'm the assistant Stanford coach, and
Yeah.
we just had the McIntyre, and we tried the single flag umpire system.
And how'd it go?
It went really well, I thought. It was a lot simpler. I think there actually was a lot more spinning from the competitors on that side, and then I also think that when people went to the umpires, they thought about their situation a lot clearer before deciding not to spin and to actually go to the umpire. So there were a lot of umpire calls with the single flag system. I thought there would actually be a little less, but in the long run, I think we saw more spinning, but at the same time more calls.
Cool.
And there wasn't many green flags because of procedure like we do see in the two flag system.
Yeah.
Not that that's necessarily an excuse, but there were not many, if any, green flags for improper procedure.
Cool. Well, congratulations on a very successful event.
I think this sailor liked the debrief better than the single flag procedure.
Okay, what's your name?
Martha?
And what team are you on?
I'm on UC Irvine.
Cool. Do we do a different protest procedure this weekend?
It was different, I thought, last year. I didn't think we had the part where we all went over it afterwards to talk about
The debrief part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
debrief
How
part.
about actually on the water, the actual you kind of hit protest and raise your hand?
To me, it seemed it was all the same, and the only thing I noticed this year was we had people more closely watching us.
Cool.
I felt like there was more boats out there, so that was really good, actually.
Great.
It was fun, yeah.
Okay. You have a good time?
I had a blast. It was really fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
So I'm really glad we were able to try a new procedure and get feedback from the racers on it. I hope other events try it out and see what they think about it too. If people have ways to make it even better, I very much welcome your input. Thank you for your time.